Yeah, good. So from here, I want you to spiral in on that circle. So I want you to maintain your left flexion and spiral him in. So what part of his body do you need to make move first? You need to make that right hind move. Make the right hind, then the right shoulder, then the right hind, then the right shoulder. Good. Good. All right, fine, good. Hold him right there. Good. Now I'm going to tell you to spiral out. Now what part should you start with? You're going to start with the right shoulder and just barely allow the right hind to follow. Good. Hold your right elbow. Don't let him go. Yep. Good. Good. Super. Don't lose the right hind. Really good. Good. Keep your body up, not leaning down to the left. Really nice. Good. Now with him in this good alignment, and you've got the energy flowing straight between his ears, not out through his shoulder, not out through a hind leg. Little more energy there as he gets a little bit fussy in the bit. Yep. He's just thinking about what you're doing with his hind leg instead of thinking about freely flowing forward. So when he gets that way, all you have to do is just close the leg. Just add impulsion, but don't let him go of your elbows. You've got to keep the elbows, right? Yeah, good girl, that's fine. Good. Yes. If they get behind the leg and to put them into the bridle or to get them in front of the leg, you soften your hand, you're not actually accomplishing anything. You just let them out of the hands. You just let them out of the bridle. You haven't really accomplished anything. You've just said, oh, well, you're behind my leg and long. So now I'm just going to soften the reins to you and kick and hope that you'll go forward, but he's still just going to be long and flat, not really connected. So when you feel them get behind the leg, you've got to keep the connection through your elbows and shoulder blades and send him forward into the feeling. Good, and then that should create more weight, more feeling, more connection in your elbows and your shoulder blades. Good, you're doing a great job minding his outside hind leg. You're doing a great job. So here, sit, keep the outside hind leg under him, half halts on the right rein, slow the right shoulder, and then lift your left hip bone into the canter. You leaned in. Did you feel that? So in that transition, you lean down to his left shoulder, and you lean down to the left shoulder. So the transition was not really clean. And he kind of made that transition, I'd say, from front to back instead of back to front. So let's stretch up really tall, squeeze the right leg, and trot. Squeezing your abs. Good. Right hind. So instead, this time what I want you to do is as you sit, you ask for the balance. I want you to think of sitting on his outside hind leg. That's where we want the weight. We want him to sit down and push from the outside hind leg. And I want you to ask for the canter transition by squeezing that outside leg and lifting your inside seat bone. When you lift the inside seat bone, he should lift his inside shoulder into the transition. Whenever you're ready, stay really square. Good. Good. Lift. There. And that transition was perfect and clean, yes? Yeah. Yep. So still, even in the canter, in the actual canter work, sit on the outside hind leg. And keep thinking about that outside hind leg coming over and under his body. So every time he steps in that canter, he's stepping under and through with the right hind. Good. Super there. Super there. Whoop. Yeah, so you just lost that right hind a little bit, right? And he's like, oh, well, I'll just trot. Good. Good. So keep pushing that right hind towards your left rein and trot. Right hind, left rein. Right hind. Yep. Slow trot. Good. Really good. Right hind, right hind, right hind. Yes. Good. And then as he wants to come against your inside rein there a little bit, just tickle him with your inside calf. Good. Really nice.